this black girl on black girl, black woman on black woman thing, the way we tend to act is really sometimes atrocious. It's really hurtful. It's really damaging. Black women, black women, black women. We are so amazing. We are so amazing in everything that we do. I mean, let me just name a few things. We are amazing cooks. We are amazing in our fashion. Our hair is just like beautiful and amazing. We bring the style. We bring the trends. We are amazing friends, partners, daughters, mothers, sisters, okay? We excel in sports. I mean, we dominate whatever we decide to take an interest in, right? But just as amazing as we are in all of those things, we take that excellence and that striving for perfection in those areas, and we flip it around and we use it as weapons against each other. Does that make sense? I love black women, and I'm not saying that every black woman is like this. And if this is not you, it's not you. If this is not you, you've probably experienced it. Black women, black girls are mean, and you know it. I know it. We are. We can be horrible. And when we are horrible to each other, it's just the worst. It's even worse because we can be a level of mean that makes what white people do to us a walk in the park. That's the level of vitriol and hate and jealousy and shitty comments that I have received. Not just then, when I was a kid growing up, actually right now, and a lot of you guys are dealing with as well. So I want to talk about that. Why are we like that? Why? Now, I have one theory, and one reason I believe that we're like this is because of this whole perfectionist thing. I was raised in the suburbs around predominantly white people, okay? I was the only little black girl in my grade for years until my best friend came in the 5th grade, which changed my life. Okay? When I talk about black girls and friends and how loyal we are and how amazing friendships can be with a black woman, that's one that obviously comes to mind. We still talk almost every day to this day. Okay, so there's nothing like the love and loyalty and attention of a black woman, whether it's romantically or platonic. It doesn't matter, right? But this whole thing about perfectionists and perfectionism, when I grew up out there in the suburbs, my mom had to make sure that she didn't give those white people any reason to think less of me. So what did she do? We always dressed better than everybody else, and we had everything. It's like they overcompensated, with at least my parents did, okay? We had the best. And I'm not alone in that, whether you grew up in a white area or not. We don't have the room for mediocrity, black women. We just never have. So we come with our hair done and our clothes amazing and with the latest styles and showing our personality because that's how we are. That's how we bring it. And the world loves it. Not just us, but the world. Obviously, they copy us. They mimic us. They want to do everything we do. They want to talk like us, right? The vernacular of America and other groups, which I don't even need to mention, they're taking that from the African American community, the African American female community, point blank period. It's the truth. Okay. We don't have room to not be perfect. But what we do have room for is to not flip that around and use it as a weapon against one another, to tear another black woman down. We deal with too much every single day to be having to deal with it within our own community. Yes, I know sometimes her hair doesn't look as good as you would want. You don't understand why she's dressed like that. You don't get what's going on with her makeup. You don't get a lot of things, but it doesn't give you the right to tear her down. She doesn't need to hear that coming from you. She's got it bad enough in everything else that she has to deal with. Why do you feel the need to do that? Why do you feel the need to police other black women? It certainly isn't because you're concerned about the way we look out there to white people. That's not why you're doing it. You're doing it to be mean. You're doing it most likely because there's a problem or an insecurity or something that you have with yourself, right? We always see the things that bother us the most with other people. It shows up because it's an insecurity that we have. Does that make sense? We always pay attention to the thing on another person that we most dislike about ourselves. Does that make sense? I do it. I'll give you an example. The older I get cellulite. I'm always looking at, oh, she doesn't have cellulite. Oh, her legs look good. Her legs don't look as bad as mine. I do that, right? If I do it, I'm not the only one. Everybody else does it. So we always pay attention to those things. And there are a few different ways that we respond to it, Black women. One is if we see another person who looks good, we can give her props and applaud her, like her, compliment her, all of the things, or we can choose to tear her down because in our minds, it highlights where we fall short. So a few years ago, I was talking to a good friend of mine, and we were talking about how somebody had irritated me and pissed me off, which, happens a lot. And I'm just like, this person gets on my nerves and da-da-da-da, and they do this and they do that and da-da-da-da. And I don't know if he was trying to say that I do the same thing, but he very politely and kindly told me a lot of the times the things that people see in other people that they don't like, the reason they don't like it is because it's like a mirror being held up to their face. So I will never forget that. Anytime I see someone and they trigger me, I'm just like, why are they triggering me? A lot of you might not do that exercise. A lot of you may not ever have seen that before or heard of that, but it's real. You should try it. Practice it. If you see somebody, you see another Black woman and she looks amazing, instead of saying, she thinks she's all that, I don't, or if you hear a Black girl like me who speaks proper English, she thinks she's better than us. Does she? Or is there something in you that thinks she thinks that? Because you're triggered by somewhere you feel you fall short. I'm not saying you do, but somewhere you feel you fall short. So just pay attention to that. If you're triggered by something another Black woman is doing, why are you triggered? Instead of wanting to help and love and support and have love and support in your heart instead of hate and jealousy and envy, why wouldn't you want to help another Black woman?